We were doing a play, actually, David Emmett put me up for it. The chap who won the award had written a two-hander play, two elderly men. And David recommended I play one of them, but they were looking for another one. So in this room, I came in, I got the part, and they said, it's cast another actor. And when this actor came in, he was older than me. Well, he was older than me, slightly older than me. And I said, shook him by the hand. He said, yes. He said, I'm Kevin Leffan. And I thought, that name rings the bell. I thought, Kevin Leffan. Anyway, it rang a bell. So then we got into rehearsal, and but I got to know him quite well. So I said to him on one occasion, I said, Kevin, by that time I'd established who he was. He was a writer. And he told me a wonderful story, because he began, by the way, in Twice Nightly Weekly Rep as a stage manager. That's how he began. And he said, I began as a Twice Nightly, that's how I began. I was about 14 or 15, and I began doing that. He said, and then I graduated to becoming a stage manager, and then I became a kind of actor as well. He said, but as I was, acting and stage managing, he thought, I wouldn't mind writing a play. So he wrote a play. And this play, and I shall always remember it, it was called Zoo Widdershins Zoo. And he got a very good review in the Sunday Times, when the Student Drama Festival was on up in Edinburgh. And Hobson saw it and gave it a very, very good writer. And this was his play. So then he started to write other TV plays, and then he told me he got a commission. And this commission was, we want 28 episodes of a soap to equal EastEnders or Coronation Street. This was Yorkshire Television. He said, but we don't want you to write we want 28, roughly half hour, so we can assess it. And they gave him a cushion. Can you do it? He said, Ken, I could go in the morning to my desk at 9 o'clock, and by 5 o'clock I'd have knocked out, roughly, a half-hour episode of a TV. Look at that. And this was a man now into his 60s. Yeah. So he wrote 28 episodes, he gave it to Yorkshire Television. It was called Emmerdale Farm. And if you watch Emmerdale Farm, to this day, it says, series created by Kevin Leffan. I said to him, why did you come and do this part? He said, well, I haven't acted for God knows how many years. I was looking through the stage one day. He said, I only get on the stage to check my ratings. He said, I saw this advert, wanted elderly actors to appear on the fringe in a brand new play. And he thought, right, okay, I'll give it a go. And he gave it a go, and he got the part. So, right, he comes to me. Now, this is a duologue lasting about just over an hour from memory. Me and him, talking. And my memory is not what it used to be, but his memory, seemingly, was very good. He was well ahead of me, and I thought, come on. So I got the skates out. So anyway, we went to the Man in the Moon Theatre. That was when it opened. So it opened on the first night. Now, on the first night, he had a large family, I think had 3 sons or whatever, and his family, and all the TV people, and it was only a small thing, only about 70 odd. But on this very first night, it was packed, absolutely packed. And of course I went on, and I went on to wait for him to come on, then the dialogue would start, waiting on the bench for the old chap to arrive. So I come on, and I just glanced at him, and when I glanced, I knew that he got stage fright. He absolutely was terrified. I could see it in his eyes. All his family were there, all his TV people. It was a two-hander play with a lot of dialogue. You know, it really was. And it was a bit of a test for both of us. But when he came on, and I looked at him, and he had the first line from memory, and when he said the first line, I didn't know what he was talking about. So he went on, and I waited. I thought, well, I'd take my cue in, and then suddenly I had to put my foot on it and give him what I might call the right cue. And then he didn't give me the... And I then steered him back into the play. And after what seemed eternity, we got on the track. Oh my God. But after I said, Kevin, you give me a heart. He said, come on. He said, I can write better dialogue than this chap. On the first night. Awful. But that was Kevin Leffan. But, you know, one of those things.